All right, good morning, y'all. Welcome back to Panama City. I'm Bob. This morning I've come offshore. Today is Thursday, I think the 20th, 21st, March 21st, and I've come offshore. And it's a little bit sporty right now. Not much wind, but we've got pretty good waves. So I'm gonna get turned around and get set up on this first spot. I'm about probably 4 miles, maybe a little over 4 miles straight out of St. Andrews. And I'm going to stop out here, and this is Chickasaw. I'm going to fish the Chickasaw for a few minutes, see if it's going to calm down, because I'm planning to go further out. But we'll see what the seas are going to let me do. Hopefully I can keep the trolling motor in the water. In one of my last videos, I got scolded a little bit by a lady that said that the only thing I was showing was the fish we were catching. If I've got somebody fishing with me, I don't do a whole lot of explaining of what rigs we're using and all that kind of stuff. I use the same thing all the time. It doesn't make any difference if I'm inshore, offshore, or where I'm at. I pretty much do the same thing everywhere I go and use the same baits and the same rigs. But I'll try and do a little better on explaining what I've got and what I'm doing and all that. And so maybe it's a little bit more educational than just entertaining. As far as rods go, I've got everything from 20-pound rods up to, I think I've got a 100-pound rod with me in the boat. I've got 30s, I've got 40s, 50s, 65s, and 100s. So I've got a variety of rods with me today since I'm fishing by myself. But what I'm going to fish for today is basically whatever bites. It's pretty much what I do whenever I come out here. Love to catch some red grouper or scamp grouper. Don't catch a lot of scamps out here, but because I don't go far enough out. But I'm gonna get set up, get pulled up on the Chickasaw, and get set up and see if I can get bit. I've gone across it a couple of times just looking at it, and there are fish on it, so I know that there's fish here. It could be triggerfish, it could be beeliners. I mean, there's a lot of different things it could be. So we'll get set up and drop some baits down and see what we can catch. For bait, I've got cigar minnows, I've got Boston mackerel, and I've got squid. I think that's the only baits that I've got with me today, and that's pretty much what I use all the time. When it warms up and I can catch the menhaden and stuff like that, then I'll have menhaden with me. I like menhaden for bait. It's probably my favorite live bait. What I'm using here, this is a Cadence 4000, Cadence Stout 4000. I've got 20-pound braid on it. I've got 30-pound Trilene big game leader. I've got a 1-ounce swing jig and a 3/0 hook, Mustad Demon Perfect Circle hook. Just a standard rig for me. There we go. Sounds like a big trigger. Nice trigger. 14 inches. So not quite a keeper. But a nice fish. I'm going to switch over to this rod. This is a Penn Fierce 3 4000 on a 7.5 foot Penn Squadron 3. It's got 20-pound braid and it's got 30-pound leader just like the other one. Another 1 ounce swing jig with a 3/0 hook on it. I think that one just came unbuttoned. Trying to hurry because the porpoises are all over the place here. Pretty good fish. Probably a red snapper the way it's fighting. It just got eaten. Alright, so I came out to the Warsaw area and I'm pulling up on one of the bridge spans out here. I've got it listed as one of the Hathaway bridge spans, which it probably is. And I hadn't been out here in a while. I fished the Warsaw area, but I haven't been as far out as I am. We're probably, I don't know, 6 miles or so off of the beach, straight out of the pass. And I'll show you what it looks like. So that's the bridge span there on the bottom, and those are all fish above it. We're in 75 feet of water. The fish are up from about 50 feet to the bottom, so they're in the bottom 20-25 feet of the water column. And I don't know what they are. We'll see if we can catch one or some and figure out what they are. Gotta shed this jacket though. It's finally starting to warm up. It was 43 when I hooked up the boat this morning. It's supposed to get up into the mid-70s. Good fish. Feels like a triggerfish though. Nope. Grouper. Target species, wrong color. Well, that's a gag. It's a decent one. He's probably 20 inches or a little better. But out of season. Oh. Probably another grouper. Pretty good fish. Nope, there's that. Really nice red snapper. But out of season. Still fun to catch. better fish. But it's fighting like a snapper. Yep. Real nice red snapper. Another good fish. Big red snapper. Good grief. Oh. Giant red snapper. That is a really, really big, nice red snapper. That one's 27 and a half. Really nice big red snapper. But they're endangered. I think they're actually elusive. That's a workout. That feels like a grouper. That feels like a snapper. Big fish. Big red snapper. Another really nice big red snapper. Well, I like to catch those big red snappers, but that seems to be all that's here, so we're going to move on. See if I can find something else that'll bite. Alright, so I've moved over to a different part of the Warsaw Reef, or the Warsaw area, and I'll show you the bottom. It's a little deeper water. We got 85 feet of water, and then that's the stuff on the bottom down there. And those are all fish that are up in there. So we'll see if we can catch anything here. Feels like a little grouper. Nope. Got a little oyster toadfish. I don't think I can come out here without catching one of them. A real big fish. Grouper. That is a little strawberry grouper. So that's a strawberry grouper. He's got lots and lots of little dots all over him. And they're real good to eat. They don't have to be very big to keep them. Another oyster toadfish. Yeah. Nice trigger. Not quite a keeper. He's 13. Feels like another trigger. Still not a keeper. Little trigger. Alright, I'm gonna call it a day. It's been a pretty decent day. The weather was real nice most of the day. It was a little bit sporty first thing this morning, and the wind's starting to pick up. Wind's coming out of the south right now, or it was coming out of the southwest earlier. But it's been a pretty nice day. Started off catching some big red snapper. Always like to catch big red snapper. Caught some grouper. Got a keeper strawberry grouper to take home. Caught some triggerfish. I mean, it's been a pretty nice day. But bite's been a little bit off, but we still managed to catch some fish. Hope you enjoy the video. I hope you learned something. I mean, I caught the majority of my fish today came on my 20-pound gear with a 1-ounce swing jig with a 3/0 Mustad Demon Perfect Circle hook. Same thing that I use regularly. But make sure that you hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're not a subscriber. Doesn't cost you anything. You can ring the bell if you want to get notified when I release new videos. I don't know when I'll be back. I've got somebody wanting to come Monday or Tuesday afternoon, but I'll have to wait and see what the weather looks like. But I will be back for sure. So appreciate you watching the video. We'll see you next time.